Part 26. Exploring the World, starting from the discovery of the white bone dragon pond. Author, Wo Yi Pian Hai. Chapter 251. The situation is getting better day by day, and the lifespan is getting shorter and shorter day by day. Am I going to become an immortal? The number of people reincarnating in the underworld is overwhelming, and the reasons behind it are heartwarming. What about Suzaku? Isn't it just mailed like this? This situation is not difficult to understand. After all, the sea of stars is so vast it should be imagined that one mountain will always be higher than the other. Within reason, unexpectedly. What about Suzaku? What is Yushu? Yes, she looked at this alien life that looked gray overall, with a big head and small limbs. However, it didn't seem to be in much pain. Nearly 1/20th of its body was covered in black, spread over its feet like a spider web. Other than that, there was nothing surprising about him. He looked so weak that he could be knocked down with just one punch. However, yes, she could feel the extremely active mental power in his brain. This mental power was connected to a special network. Even at such a long distance, the mental network could cover the star field. The issue is a weapon from the Roland civilization that can block a galaxy. This weapon is called the Colossus weapon. This weapon was born purely for killing, and it can be regarded as invincible. Although we can't get any more information yet, from the civilization represented by the Beast Planet and the alien civilization in front of us, we can already determine that they are not the same civilization. My focus is wrong. If this kind of extermination weapon can blockade a galaxy, doesn't it mean that Suzaku is more powerful than a galaxy? The Beast Planet has been exploded 5 or 6 times, but Suzaku has not died even once. I think it must be more powerful than a galaxy. I don't have any other questions. I just want to know if the alien braised eggs have other weapons, and then this. By Vuchain, when will you die? I will burn paper. Wait a minute, no one is wondering why Brother Ye knows so much information? Kick the door frame. Is this important? Although, Yushu, as a weapon, can be said to be the pinnacle of craftsmanship, technological means, and even in terms of aesthetic and artistic value. Yes, she said this while looking at the thin mask holding the alien life. But Suzaku is not that easily blocked. Yes, she casually stroked the white tiger with its ears twitching, and then said, "Let's just stay here and see who is better, the Colossus weapon or the hunting god's vanguard. Which of these two civilizations that have traveled across the sea of stars in light-year distances is further away?" Burning up. Yeshi's voice spread like waves in all directions in the universe, and the alien life had already noticed Yeshi's uninvited guest, but it didn't care. Suzaku is the most powerful being on the entire planet. After it uses the Yushu, it directly locks Suzaku in a thin mask. Then, there is no need to care about other lives. Although it continuously grabs life factors in the cultivation egg to revive its own spirit and stifle the invasion from the abyss, it cannot sense any more information. This time, before being threatened by danger from the outside world, he broke out of his shell and was born decades in advance. After birth, when he saw Suzaku for the first time, he naturally thought it was Suzaku attacking him. It's a good idea. I'm still happy, I'm in a hurry, I'm in bed, I'm in the country, I've passed by. Suitable for 1 Guanyu, 4 Wushalu, and 1 soap, for the country of Dot. A lot of garbled language, or just unconscious signals, sounded in the live broadcast room, but the alien life's mouth remained motionless. It's weird, although the live broadcast room has a translation function, why does the other party directly translate it before they speak? This wave is like peeking into people's hearts, right? Hello, yes. Fortunately, subtitles comes with a translation function, otherwise I would be deaf and not be able to hear a single sound. Golden mouse, I heard it, a very high frequency signal was passing through quickly, but I could only feel this kind of fluctuation, nothing else. What kind of immortal cultivator is upstairs? Yeshi and Baihu stood together. He looked towards the live broadcast room and happened to see the questions on the barrage. When he was about to speak, I saw that point between existence and non-existence. A blue cartoon cat crawled out of the source material with difficulty. When it was halfway up, it happened to be looking at its own leaf. Eyes met. So he quickly put a smile on his face, then stretched out a hand with great effort, and greeted Yeshizeo cheerfully. Hi, little Poseidon friend, let's meet again. I don't know why the whole planet exploded just now, and then I was blown into it. Alas, I accidentally took a long time to crawl out of it. It seems that I missed a very exciting live broadcast. Hello, yes. This cat, where did it come from? 6. Yeshi thought for a while and waved to the tomcat. Good. At this moment, I seemed to see a scene of a licking dog and a goddess standing together. Isn't anyone paying attention to that Suzaku? It's super cool. In fact, when the alien life form noticed that there was another inorganic life form nearby, the mood of writing the report was ruined. So it chose to directly deal with the two ants in front of it, or for it, they were creatures that were worse than dust. It fluttered out two masks, which were no different from the masks that had banned Suzaku before. However, such flimsy movements shocked some people in the live broadcast room. Damn it, I was just saying it, why did you really throw it away? How come this Colossus weapon looks like a cabbage? I thought this kind of top-notch weapon that can seal off a galaxy should be very rare. It's over, Tomcat is over, but according to Yeshen, there is a high probability that this alien stewed egg was sent. 1,000 miles never leave 1,000 miles away. Why do you still need to add the word bar? Be confident, it's definitely this braised egg. Although it was said so in the live broadcast room, it was visible to the naked eye that the atmosphere was still a lot duller, and it was obvious that he was a little worried. After all, Suzaku was about to show off his power and then be banned by a mask. No matter how many jokes I make, I still feel that this terrifying Colossus weapon needs to be treated seriously. Exploring the world, starting from the discovery of the white bone dragon pond. Author, Wo Yi Pian Hai. Chapter 252. One mask floated to Yeshi, and the other mask floated to Tomcat. Although it is floating, the space has actually become blurred on this weapon. The visual effect is one thing, but actually it is another. And when the barrage didn't refresh at all, the Colossus weapon called Yeshu has fallen in front of Yeshi and Tomcat. Baihu closed his eyes and prepared to wait for death. Tomcat's eyes widened, as if he was very curious about everything in front of him, which made many people unable to bear to watch anymore. Although we have always seen Tomcat being raped in cartoons, it is another thing to see it in real life. The Yeshu has floated onto the white tiger's body, and the white tiger's hair stood on end, as if it was aware of the danger that it was unable to resist. Tomcat reached out, took the initiative to touch the mask, and then put it on his face. Yeshi reached out and took the Yeshu over. Hold head high. Accompanied by a clear sound of birdsong. The jade tree on the alien life's hand suddenly grew in size countless times. Everyone in the live broadcast room can clearly see that there is a shadow of a Suzaku on this mask, and the mask continues to get bigger. It has never been slightly larger than ordinary masks, and now, there are thousands or several thousands of meters. Ah! It turns out it was always this alien stewed egg. Oh my god, the way Brother Ye just picked up the Yeshu casually was so handsome, too light and easy. Tomcat, why are you, what's wrong with you, this is unscientific. The Colossus weapon that is said to be able to destroy a galaxy, why does it feel like it is just throwing water at these two non-human beings? Every time he mentioned earth-shattering weapons or life, Yeshen would just stretch it out and round it out like noodles, which made me lose sensitivity to things of this level. Golden mouse, no, it's scary, it's really scary. The Yushu mask that sealed Suzaku was already exactly the same size as Suzaku. At this time, everyone saw the disappearing fire spirit on the mask as if they were in another world. This mask looks really good looking, and the workmanship is so exquisite. Yashi took the Yushu and looked it up and down. At the same time, he didn't know where a single eye appeared from, and he zoomed in and observed it carefully. This mask is magnified 100 million times under the glasses, and it can still achieve this kind of beauty. This is definitely a look designed by an art master at the top. It's so beautiful. After Tom put on the mask, he put it in his bag, then came to Yeshi's side, grabbed the white tiger's fur and climbed up. As for the white tiger, his current appearance is weird, funny, because it stretched out its two tiger claws and then covered its eyes. The entire upper body of the tiger was hanging in the air. Originally, the white tiger was waiting to die, but who knew that this time it would not succeed? Although it did not succeed, it did not succeed. Dare to put down your tiger claws. I'm worried about co-authoring it again. Oh, I'm not surprised by what Yeshen said. I just think it's outrageous what's going on with this blue cat. It's immune to damage, right? Kick the door frame. The cats have chased Yeshen from Blue Star to this place. You actually think that the other person is just an ordinary tomcat, not to mention that there are many legends about blue cats on the planet of behemoths, obviously bosses. What's going on? You guys don't have this kind of sensitivity when you go out. Can you please stop saying that you are from Blue Star? It's a bit embarrassing. Then this wave, isn't it embarrassing for our alien stewed eggs? They threw 3 Colossus weapons together, but none of them were killed. That's not true after all. Suzaku is still sealed in Yushu. You should know with the solace of your feet that Suzaku, who used to explode the stars with great power, can be blocked. The effect of this Colossus weapon is the same as that of Yushu. Brother Ye said exactly the same. There is only one problem, Brother Ye is too strong. Although it sounds like a boast, I still want to say that every time I think Yeshen is strong enough, he is far stronger than I imagined. Sometimes I doubt that he is not strong at all. The problem of upper limit. Jin Mobe, there is another possibility, that is, Yeshen becomes stronger faster than the live broadcast speed. While making various wild guesses in the live broadcast room, Yeshi was still very happy that he had picked up a very novel toy, so he did not directly tell the tomcat to go away when he came next to him uninvited. Instead, he looked at the alien braised egg who had been stunned for who knows how many seconds. It was really braised. How is it possible? How could Yushu not be effective? Could it be that it was affected by the wrong aura, or that there were a lot of deviations due to the transportation? This is impossible. How could such a thing happen in the world? This is impossible. Yushu was able to use it when he was in the abyss, and the effect was very obvious, but here, how come it doesn't work anymore? A violent mental storm set off in the alien braised egg's brain, and the spirit directly affected the essence, causing effects similar to lightning and thunder in the area where it stood. It's over, another life is scared crazy. Lu Dan said so much, but he just didn't guess that the man and cat, the tiger can be ignored, in front of him are strong enough to play with the Colossus's weapons like clapping. It didn't dare to guess, because if it guessed so, then its previous behavior of throwing weapons at such a being was undoubtedly communicating with the Lord of Hell. What did you see in the abyss? After playing with the mask for a while, Yeshi asked the crazy alien Lu Dan opposite him, and then glanced at Zuck struggling in the mask, and calculated the time. It would take about a few minutes to break the blockade and come out. Just when Yeshi opened his mouth to ask, the alien Lu Dan screamed directly, and the black spider web under his feet climbed up from his feet to his legs, and then he went crazy and fainted on the ground. Yeshi, are you trying to scam me? You and I are still tens of kilometers apart. How can you fall down like that? This is appropriate, isn't it? What a person with no self-awareness. If not scared by you, why else could he be? Get up, don't play dead. Yeshi woke up the alien life that fell in space with a flick of his hand. He reached out and rubbed the white tiger's head, looking at the front, with a light tone. Tell me, what did you find in the abyss? What do you want to report to the Empire? You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Exploring the world, starting from the discovery of the white bone dragon pond. Author, Wo Yi Pian Hai. Chapter 253. The alien life looked at Yeshi, then looked at the tomcat, and then looked at the Suzaku who was still struggling in the mask, and fell into a kind of suspicion that was almost agnostic. It began to doubt whether it was still in the abyss and had not left. And its soul and even its spirit had been polluted by the abyss, which caused this terrible situation in front of it, which could not be described by spirit at all, and this world should not exist at all. Why did all this happen? Maybe it was because his spirit was polluted that he set off a mental storm. When the alien boiled egg thought about this, he heard an empty voice floating from the depths of hell, like the whisper of a devil, the temptation of an evil god. Tell me, what did you find in the abyss? What do you want to report to the Empire? In a trance, the alien boiled egg's eyes had completely lost their luster, but it seemed to be a stress response, and subconsciously gave the following answer. Everyone saw that a point in the center of its head suddenly flashed and shone, and then a mechanical voice was transmitted into space. Roland Empire, Life Detector number 100,269 makes a report. In accordance with the Imperial Code, number 100,269 came to the 456th layer of the abyss to investigate. The basic goal is to find the cause of the abyss mutation, the second goal is to find the cause of the abyss growth, and the third goal is to have a direct dialogue with the 456th layer of the abyss. The basic goal has been completed. In the 456th layer of the abyss, number 100,269 found that the mutation of the abyss has a great relationship with an organization called Heaven. The Heaven organization has cleared more than 100 abyss layers, forcing the abyss to increase its erosion of the universe. The second goal has been completed. The reason is still related to the Heaven organization. All the abyss layers they cleared are locked, and no life is allowed to enter. After investigation, the locked abyss life has disappeared, the abyss layer has completely entered a dead silence. The third goal is 30% complete. Number 100,269 found the 456th layer of the abyss will and talked with it, but because the other party has fallen into chaos, it attacks everything indiscriminately, causing no 100,269 spirit body to be seriously injured. He used the star-level Colossus weapons, Yushu, neutron annihilation, Tianhong. After he fell into a deep sleep, he left the abyss and entered the unknown star field. There are so many important information, I don't know where to start looking. With your IQ, can you understand it? You are still looking, I don't understand it at all. Such a long number, humans are really too small, even a star is so small. The only two words I understand are Tianting. I said, how can there be no Tianting with the abyss? These two are not Jiao Buli Meng, Meng Buli Jiao. Is this the word used? After hearing the words of the alien boiled egg, Yeshi nodded frequently. Although he had learned some news from the system, he still had to ask the other party to report directly for more in-depth information in order to better understand more things. Among them, what interested Yeshi the most was the empire mentioned by this alien life. The other party was still reporting on his work, as if his entire mind had completely disappeared, and he was just mechanically answering in a rigid manner according to the established orders. However, deep in his mind, the mental activity of this alien life was rising step by step. In the end, when a summary ended, it was just when the mental activity reached its highest level. Bang! Rumble! Countless sounds came from the distant space, and although the outer space was silent and dark, the stars in the distance could still be seen. However, at this moment, along with this loud noise, the entire giant beast star field, all directions, all spaces, the light of the stars coming from the distant universe, at this moment, all went out. There was no time for people to react, and no one could have imagined that at the moment when the alien life's voice fell, the stars also fell. The entire silent and dark space was really in eternal silence at this moment, and even the light of the stars countless light years away could no longer be heard. Yes, she could feel that there was silence all around. The silence was so terrifying, and the fighting beasts did not continue to fight, but wailed, and then rushed out of the giant beast galaxy. Among them were many unheard of and unseen lives, including the Titans. However, when they came to the edge of the giant beast galaxy, they found that the entire galaxy had become a cage. They could feel that there was an infinite universe outside, but they could no longer get out of the cage. Roar. The angry roars of beasts sounded one after another, and the people on the 10 planets who were still thinking about the words of the alien life still looked confused. Ha 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 ha. The alien life that didn't need to speak laughed wantonly at this moment. This kind of laughter that could no longer be concealed, the crazy laughter simply suppressed the roar of those giant beasts. Then there was a bang like a bubble bursting, and then Suzaku finally broke through the mask of Yushu and landed in the galaxy. He was furious, but he did not want to burn the alien life in front of him. Instead, he flapped his wings and rushed to the sea of stars in the universe. Endless flames came, but still could not burn the thing that imprisoned the entire galaxy. What the hell happened? Weren't we just laughing? Why is it our turn to listen to others laughing now? This is not right. Sent, there must be something we don't know about. Look at the crazy look of these beasts, it's too scary. It's okay, try to be normal after death. What's wrong? Yeshen and Tomcat, the obvious advantage is on us, how come we can still lose? I just don't believe it. General Manager's opinion. Yeshi knocked on Beihu's head, looked at the mad alien life in front of him who locked himself and all the lives on the giant beast planet together, and said, "If you do this, I will become more and more interested in the empire you mentioned." But Yeshi looked at the alien life whose laughter gradually disappeared, and was a little confused. Is it necessary? In this way, you can't get out, and everyone will be locked in this place. It seems that there is no planet here. I'm not a bad person. What does it matter even if I know this information? Yeshi looked at the increasingly dim nebula in the distance, and the burning Suzaku, and said so. Ding, congratulations to the host for increasing the exploration of the giant beast star map by 25%, and now the overall process is 100%. Ding, congratulations to the host for successfully completing this exploration. The giant beast star map has been fully explored. Please check the corresponding map by yourself. Exploring the world, starting from the discovery of the white bone dragon pond. Author, Wo Yi Pian Hai. Chapter 254. Ding, congratulations to the host, the exploration of the behemoth planet map has increased by 25%, and the overall progress is now 100%. Ding, congratulations to the host on the successful completion of this exploration. All the maps of behemoth planet have been explored. Please check the corresponding maps on your own. Ding, congratulations to the host for unlocking the 4th puzzle piece of Behemoth Star. The reward is Angel of Peace X1, Force or X30 kg, Biocomposite or X30 kg, Original Body or X30 kg, Roland Empire Coordinates X1, Roland Empire Galaxy Map X1, Behemoth Star Map Fragments X2. The Behemoth Star Illustrated Book, Angel of Peace, Roland Empire. Angel of Comfort, build an unbreakable barrier for the planet. Roland Empire, when the civilization that created the world of beasts disappeared into the abyss, a new empire emerged from the ruins and developed by leaps and bounds with civilizations from the Star Sea. However, as a new civilization, it rose to the time since he got up is too short, which is not enough for him to study the abyss, and he can only suffer the consequences. Roland Empire Galaxy Map, the latest and most complete version of the Empire's galaxy map carried by Roland Empire's life detectors, reflecting all the surrounding galaxies. Listen carefully, you are a life form from an unknown galaxy. I don't know where you come from or why you come, but the Empire's most important information must not be mastered by extraterrestrial life. You don't need to know why I did this. Since I can't use Yasha to kill you, then everyone can sink into this small world forever. The strong are the evil. This is the instruction of our empire. At this time, we also tell you about this life from extraterrestrial life. With the talk of extraterrestrial life, everyone figured out what happened, and everyone couldn't help being shocked. They looked at the dark universe, where there was really no light, and they felt a terrible feeling. Playing so big, actually isolated the entire galaxy from other galaxies? Why is this civilization so full of weapons like this that I don't even dare to play in outer galaxies? I took a look at the IP address, it's not Blue Star, so it's okay. The entire galaxy is blocked. What kind of weapon is this? Two-way foil? Oh, this wave really makes death immortal. Science fiction comes into reality. What should Yeshen do? He is still in this locked galaxy. Is your mind okay? You should not choose to worry about him when you choose to worry about anyone. The universe without stars is more terrifying than before. Yeshi received a wave of stabbings that he had expected. He had actually sensed the opponent's mental violence for a long time, but let it develop freely. The main reason was to observe what the life detector wanted to do, not because I want to play, of course not. How could it be because of this? But, you are an explorer of your empire, why don't you just take action without checking the enemy you are facing? It's too imprudent. Fortunately, it's me you're facing. I have never heard such unnecessary and beautiful dragon language in my life. I can't check your life level, but the weapons I use now no longer need to care about your life level. The Empire doesn't care. Yeshi pondered for a moment and touched the white tiger's head. In the black, silent, and lonely universe, those giant beasts were still trying hard to break through the barrier of the galaxy, while Yeshi lowered his head and thought. Brother Ye may have seen such a brave man for the first time, and he was speechless for a moment. Living king of hell, I always see people worshipping the living Bodhisattva, but this is the first time I see people worshipping the living king of hell. Tomcat, this level of technology product, may be difficult for the earthly immortals, but there is no problem for the heavenly immortals to leave, so sprinkle it on. Kick the doorframe, family members, I seem to have seen a very strange ID. I would like to ask if I am the only one who saw it. Bidulizhija, who is with your family, roll. Happy. Yeshi touched his chin, thinking about the information that the system had just given him, and still felt a little regretful in his heart. He also wanted to see the civilization that created the planet of beasts, but he didn't expect that he would fall into the abyss directly. However, the news from the Roland Empire about heaven is more certain. Heaven has affected the abyss, causing great changes in the abyss. The abyss must have also affected heaven, so heaven will disappear now. But it feels strange. When I came to other galaxies, although I could learn about the news about heaven, it was different in the solar system. I directly faced people from heaven. What's going on? Is the connection between the solar system and heaven deeper than what we see? When alien life threatened Yeshi and made harsh words, Yeshi started talking to himself in the live broadcast room. Look at this person's magnanimity, it's really useless even if the king of hell is here. You regard me as a bandit, but I regard you as nothing. This is too bullying. Yunran is me, what Yeshen said makes sense. Tomcat, of course, the solar system is very special to begin with, otherwise where would there be so many five-color altars leading to the ancient road to the starry sky? Alien life, If you don't want to lose the meaning of your life in this small universe, you can choose to enter our empire. Our empire treats all lives equally. We are all children of the sea of stars. No one is superior to anyone else. Although you have learned information that should not have been known, if you are willing to join the empire, this will not be a problem. Of course, this also includes the blue friend next to you. Tomcat took out a lollipop and licked it, and then began a nervous barrage session, directly blocking the words of the alien life in front of him. Yeshi, on the other hand, was disturbed by the sound and came back from his thoughts. Oh, what did you say just now? I didn't hear it. Say it again. Yeshi looked up at the alien life in front of him, then thought about the solar system, the Behemoth Galaxy, and the Roland Empire's galaxy map, and discovered many things that had not been discovered before. Roland Empire Life Detector. You are defying the Empire. You will be imprisoned in this prison forever. You will never be able to chase the stars. The life detector cast a vicious curse. And Yeshi tilted his head. Oh, so this is what you were talking about. Roar. Hold head high. Hiss. The sounds of various behemoths intertwined together and became the background at this time. In the entire galaxy, this darkness, this dark world with no stars, only Yeshi's voice was left. The clear young voice rang out in the universe. Let there be light. The dark and suffocating universe roared. All lit up. The stars are back. Exploring the world, starting from the discovery of the white bone dragon pond. Author, Wo Yi Pian Hai. Chapter 255. In the dark and silent universe, human beings can only occasionally look up at the starry sky and look at the starlight coming from very far away to realize that human beings are so small and the worlds are endless. In this endless world, there are endless possibilities, and there are also other civilizations that are infinitely curious. The exciting sea of stars attracts everyone to explore and go to the high sky. However, when the stars go out and all the stars in the sky disappear in an instant, the despair and horror brought to life are unimaginable to those who have never experienced it. The entire galaxy has turned into a terrifying prison where no possibility exists anymore. Life cannot go far. I can only look up at the darkness in this restricted world, with no starlight, no galaxy, no future, no hope. These powerful star-life behemoths, after losing their glimmer of light in the universe, will still painfully try to break into the infinite universe at the edge of the galaxy. Not to mention the tiny mortals. There is no trace of light, a pure dark universe. Even if you only see it in a live broadcast, it is still difficult to accept, giving people a suffocating feeling. At this time, the clear young voice rang out in the universe. Let there be light. The boundless sea of stars lit up at this moment. How the world went out, then at this time, the world lit up again, even faster than before. The vast and endless stars appear once again in front of all life. Everyone held their breath and watched with wide eyes as the stars lit up one by one from the boundless world, sending starlight here. Roar. Hold head high. With the sound of birds chirping in the sky, he looked back at Yeshi, and Suzaku rushed out of the behemoth galaxy. The other behemoths also roared with excitement, and began to fight between the outer galaxy and the behemoth galaxy. Got up. Stars all over the sky fall into your eyes. Looking up, you can still see nebulae and galaxies in various strange shapes. Each star is a world, and there are countless stars in a cloud. The infinite universe once again appeared in front of everyone's eyes. So cool. God said, "Let there be light." There were only a few dozen comments in the live broadcast, and all other viewers fell into silence. But the most devastated and shocked people right now are not the audiences in those 10 worlds. But the life detector number 100,269 of the Roland Empire in front of him has now fallen into an extreme state of madness. Judging from Yeshi's observation, it can be seen that its spirit is constantly jumping up and down, looking like a permanent resident of a mental hospital, and its connection with another infinitely distant landmark has been completely disconnected. How is that possible? How can it be possible to do this? How can technology that can solve the problem of Angel of Peace appear in this place? Where are you from? You come from the abyss. You are God. Number 100,269 chatted for a while, not knowing what to say, but the last few words were so shocking that it was so frightened that it lost its mind. With a bang, the real brain fell off, revealing the built-in structure like a honeycomb and the mental power like a signal. This wave is about looking at the essence through phenomena. I was originally prepared to refute, but when I thought about it carefully, I realized that whether it was the abyss or God, what this braised egg said was absolutely correct. It broke the defense. It's the life of Wilmot Star that no one cares about. Again, we also broke through the defense, but no one paid attention to us. Everyone only cares about Blue Star, Baidu, and Xiwei. It's okay, our Xiongdibei galaxy is also like this. I really don't know to what extent Yeshi's strength has reached. Can he be considered a saint in Baidu? It should. Alas, the world is indeed so big that it is unimaginable we should also study things in different worlds instead of continuing to be arrogant. The Blue Star has been located, but no one dares to go there now, so we are going to randomly draw lots among the death squads. Yunran is me, you guys are overestimating us. The topic in the live broadcast room suddenly turned to everyone wants to go to Blue Star, but no one dares to go for the time being. As for the poor braised egg, although there is still some popularity, it is not much. The Angel of Peace is indeed a very good technological weapon, and can even be regarded as an extremely high-end technological weapon. But you also have to look at the disparity in strength among everyone. After all, I am still a cultivator. Although I haven't become an immortal yet, I should be almost there. Yeshi comforted life detector number 100,269 and didn't care about the braised egg that had lost its value. Instead, he looked at the camera and explained. I was thinking about something just now, so I didn't answer all your questions. Now that I've removed the angel, I can explain to you what just happened. Yeshi looked at the live broadcast room and said. The essence of the weapon used by life detector number 100,269 is no different from that of Yeshu. They are both aimed at blocking, but one is a star-level target that seals a single body, while the Angel of Peace is blocking the galaxy. Everyone should know what the former means, but the latter. You can tell from the performance, right? It means cutting off all connections between the giant beast galaxy and the outside world, turning it into an isolated island. All life in this galaxy cannot leave the galaxy unless they can break the barrier created by the Angel of Peace. But the problem is, it can't be done. Any galaxy civilization that uses the Angel of Peace uses it only after finding out that the galaxy has not bred life that can break the barrier. Moreover, after using it, relying solely on the resources of a single galaxy is not enough to grow a life individual or civilization that can break the Angel of Peace's barrier. But this 100,269, who seems a little brainless, got both points wrong. Everyone understands what I mean. After Yeshi finished speaking, he gestured to Suzaku, who rushed back from outside the galaxy, and saw that the flames completely covered 100,269. Living King of Hell, I don't understand. Yang Xuanhuan, it's very simple. The resources of the giant beast galaxy alone can completely grow life individuals that break the barrier of the Angel of Peace, and develop corresponding civilizations. When Yeshi saw this barrage, he nodded. Yes, that's what I mean. Well, you may think that this unknown civilization created the giant beast planet and the god hunters, so any civilization can come and blockade it, but it's not like that. We don't think so. Please don't throw dirty water on us. Any civilization, laughed at my family, it's any civilization that can create weapons like Yeshu and Angel of Peace. No, it turns out that I have a problem. Yeshen must not have a problem, But I have a problem, this is also impossible. I understand, it's the Roland civilization that has a problem. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Exploring the world, starting from the discovery of the white bone dragon pond. Author, Wo Yi Pian Hai. Chapter 256. Yeshi, this kind of blockade method is just a matter of course for an interstellar civilization and is not worth boasting about. Actually, I want to say that these hunting gods are not bad. On the contrary, they are more powerful than Yeshu, an angel of peace. However, they are just a kind of weapon after all. Weapons are meant to be used by others. However, even if it is not used by anyone, in terms of individual strength, Suzaku has the ability to break Yeshu, an angel of peace, but it will take a little time. Yeshi shrugged his shoulders. Really just a little time. It will take less than 7 days to break open. Please, this kind of god-hunting vanguard is a weapon that can hunt gods. The initial target is gods, the angel of peace, just a little angel. 6. Someone is slandering his home planet, I won't say who it is. This kind of blockade is just a matter of course for an interstellar civilization. Blue Star, yes, I'm not normal, I'm really not normal, I'm so angry. Kicks the doorframe, it's okay, you are now a cultivating civilization, not a simple technological civilization. If you want to be more open, you can't beat anyone anyway. The hunters and angels of peace created the civilization of the giant beasts and the Roland Empire. The sea of stars is really too vast. I almost feel that the world of Baidu is not as fun as your world. Yunren is me, when Brother Ye goes to Baidu, you will change your view. Saint Wangshu of the Baidu Star territory, I want to pick up a hunting god soldier and take it home. I am God, Blue Star doesn't even have such good things. If Baidu wants to eat it, crawl away. I'm thinking that weapons that are not held by others are so terrifying, so how terrible the destruction can be caused by the hunter god soldier held by someone. Aaleguo, more importantly, according to the initial settings of this civilization, who will use this weapon to hunt gods? The barrage was noisy, but Yeshi's voice still slowly sounded in the live broadcast room. Actually, if you really can't understand it, you can imagine that these giant beasts are mushroom heads with no one pressing the blast button. Isn't it easy to understand? In short, each of these god hunters is more powerful than the last. This is like an ownerless treasure land, more precious than the gold mines on a planet. Thank you for not forgetting your original intention and always remembering the concept of asking us to accept the invitation from Bai Vuchang and then line up to jump to the rooftop. It is so considerate. Or will you feel sorry for us and let us line up decades in advance, when the time comes? Convenient reincarnation. Yeshen, why didn't I think of this? That's right, please tell me. Thank you. What a treasure place. Let's die. Don't be so good at deceiving people, make it sound like we are great. Originally, I could fill a big cat's belly with just one shovel, but now, even 100 of them combined can't do it, sang Xin. Suzaku seems to be very angry because of number 100,269. I just took a look. He slipped outside and probably demolished the Angel of Peace. It's a pity. Yeshi took out a monocle, looked outside the behemoth galaxy, and said while looking. Then he took the time to look at the live broadcast room, glanced at it casually, saw those questions, and answered. Oh, didn't you say that Angel of Peace was demolished by me? I didn't touch it. How could I directly destroy such an interesting technological weapon? This is a rare collection of treasures. I was originally planning to throw it outside the solar system to encourage you to have some motivation. President of the beautiful country, thank you for your kindness, but no thanks. Is the entire Angel of Peace intact? Is this weapon still operating out there? So how did you break through the barrier of the Angel of Peace? Yes, she looked confused. Of course it's running. I have not broken down the barrier of the Angel of Peace, it is still intact. As Yeshi's voice spread out in space, the already crazy mental power of number 100,269, who was burned in the flames, went crazy even further, like a jumping machine. The eyes formed by the invisible mental power stared at Yeshi, as if staring into the abyss. Only a human voice was heard. It rang out in the live broadcast room, and also rang out in the behemoth galaxy. One person's voice rang out in 11 galaxies and civilizations with different civilizations. Because I said I want light. An extremely ordinary sentence, but tens of billions or hundreds of billions of lives all fell silent, their breathing became rapid, and their pupils fell out. Suzaku's flames were put away, revealing number 100,269, who was so frightened by Yeshi that he lost his mind and roared like crazy. Impossible! Impossible! How could such a person exist in the universe? The Angel of Peace was not destroyed by you. Who are you? I understand, you are the will of the abyss from that level who followed me from the abyss, right? Yeshi took off his monocle glasses. No, let me make a personal statement. I am just an ordinary blue star human. I'm not a god or an abyss monster. Please don't slander my reputation. I'm a human. Thank you. The Blue Star Suicide Squad of Wilmot Star has been cancelled. The commander said that it is okay to die, but unnecessary sacrifices are unnecessary. I just saw a holy place in Bai to bring back their Imperial soldiers. They were going to Blue Star before, probably because Yeshen's speech was too shocking. Ziwei Star Domains I Taoist, I knew it. How could the place of enlightenment of a god who can travel through time and space with such mysterious means and broadcast live in countless star fields be an ordinary place? If this god is just an ordinary human from Blue Star, then the entire Blue Star is simply a monster production site. Baiduli's Hija, I understand, no wonder Blue Star doesn't care about the exposure of its coordinates at all, they just want us to find them, and then expand interstellar colonization, so that's it. This is, catching a turtle in a jar. Lin's Galaxy, you understand Blue Star? Yang Xuanhuan, yes, yes, is that so? The immortal heavenly lord, I don't understand, but I was shocked, as if my virginity was taken away. I am God, I turned out to be so powerful. Everyone on Blue Star is Yeshen, right? You guys overestimate us too much. It's over, billions of mouths can't explain it now. Just now, Blue Star photographed a dragon flying by, which seemed to be Yinglong in ancient times. Yeshi defended his race and reputation, and felt very comfortable. Then he patted the white tiger whose forelegs were shaking but whose upper body was as stable as Mount Tai and said, "Let's go outside to see the Onal Angel. I'm quite curious about this kind of galaxy weapon. I didn't see it before, now it's a good time to learn more about the world." No 100269's dull eyes heard this, and the originally broken and messy mental power completely exploded. I didn't see it, but you solved the Empire's greatest weapon with just one sentence. You are a humming human. Exploring the world, starting from the discovery of the white bone dragon pond. Author, Wo Yi Pian Hai. Chapter 257. The defense was broken too seriously, but it's okay. Although the sadness on my face disappeared, the sadness on your face appeared. You praise Brother Ye, and Brother Ye is very happy, but you call Brother Ye not a human being, and Brother Ye is very unhappy. Yeshi completely pretended not to see the alien stewed egg that was breaking through the defenses, roaring heartbreakingly and setting off fireworks with as much mental energy as a maniac. Instead, it points to the outside of the behemoth galaxy. Although the angel of peace that enveloped the entire behemoth galaxy outside was burned a little by Suzaku's flames, these are all insignificant matters. I still have no idea of its basic appearance. To be honest, I didn't expect Angel of Peace. Angels look like this. Suzaku quietly squeezed his body inward, and then stared at the planet that was slowly growing out of the source material. However, it would probably take quite some time for this beast planet to grow out. Every time the beast planet is reborn, it takes a full 50,000 years to recover. The white tiger's legs were shaking like a cabbage that had been damaged by the wind in the field, but its upper body was still as solid as a rock. At this moment, when it heard Yeshi's words, a big bloody mouth was exposed, and the sharp teeth looked very cute. It raised its face and smiled, its eyes were squeezed together, which was slightly funny. Okay, I'll take you to the galaxy outside right away, big brother. When talking, Baihu even stuttered a little, but these were insignificant things. Yeshi just patted the other person's head to make him run faster. I believe everyone is also very curious about the weapon Angel of Peace. Let's go and take a look together now. But judging from my observation just now, I found that this weapon really lives up to its name. As the white tiger ran around the universe, Yeshi got closer and closer to the outer galaxy, which made many people couldn't help but sigh. It was said before that the biggest problem limiting interstellar travel is time. Looking at it this way, it is strength. I don't know how much distance it takes to run and jump. It should be measured in light years really. This is the kind of life that can sail the star sea alone. In comparison, we humans are too small. And it is a must-have for home travel when fighting. You can directly let the white tiger ride on it when you are usually on the road. You will sit on the beast if you fall asleep. This humming mountain is bigger than the mountain range opposite my house. What two large bedroom of 10,000 square meters. Rebirth, I am the son of Yeshen. The vastness of the galaxy and the universe are presented in front of everyone. Although this vast universe is very dark and lonely, Yeshi's live broadcast room is very lively. Especially, there is a special ID, a tomcat chatting with the heroes, which makes many people unable to help themselves, haha laughing out loud. But in just a few minutes, the white tiger has already stepped to the edge of the giant beast galaxy. There are still some aftermaths left from the battle, as well as those giant beasts who are fighting unscrupulously on the edge, and they are all smashing each other on the head. At a glance, there were brains bleeding all over the space, as well as the blood of giant beasts. Is this really a fight? Brother Ye was still a little too young before, thinking that these giant beasts fought every day because they were deceived by the alien stewed egg. In fact, this is just a simple hobby of human beasts. It's not so much that Yeshen is too young, it's better to say that it's all the people who were fooled by that little titan. Yeshi and the others slowly left the behemoth galaxy. Looking in from the edge of the galaxy, I only saw a patch of darkness and occasional firelight. Other than that, there was nothing superfluous. Of course, there is indeed something similar to an artificial sun hanging in this star field, but this thing has no use other than a large LED light. Originally, when I saw this empty universe, I was about to get cosmic disease, but when I thought about it, I was actually watching Yeshi's live broadcast, so it's okay. I'll take an anti-hypertensive pill first to slow down the heart disease. Wait a minute, Brother Ye really plans to take Angel of Peace away and throw it outside the solar system, right? Doesn't it mean that the goal of the Blue Star people in the future will become to moisten the solar system? Yeshi didn't watch the various speculations going on in the live broadcast room. He just wanted to observe the galaxy weapon with his naked eyes. Everyone was still wondering, where exactly is the Angel of Peace that envelops the entire behemoth galaxy? However, when Yeshi turned around, the camera zoomed in and zoomed in. In an instant, many people couldn't help but exclaimed, "Oh my God! Is this an angel? Is this an angel of peace?" Yang Xuanhuan, it actually has an entity. I always thought this kind of weapon was something similar to ripples and energy shields. What a shocking world, a shocking weapon, but those who can get rid of such weapons with just a few words are the real perverts, right? No need to doubt, just remove the word bar. Because the camera in the live broadcast room has begun to zoom out infinitely, in a universe with no sense of boundaries at all, Everyone can no longer locate Yeshi's coordinates. Even the huge white tiger's body gradually turned into a small black dot until it completely disappeared. At this moment, we can no longer see even any planet. Instead, I saw a vortex, or a rotating nebula, which really looked like a small white cloud made of marshmallows. However, above this nebula, or above and below, it is all surrounded by a round eye. No, it should be an eye with wings, and the position of the eye is in the center of the giant beast galaxy. The angel of peace in front of him has an extremely strange beauty. The eyes are rolling around, surveying the entire giant beast galaxy, and its white blood thread wings wrap it up, and there are some slight flames on the edges of the wings. That is the flame of the Suzaku burning the angel of peace. Even though he had seen the appearance of the angel of peace in advance, when he came in front of it and saw it with his own eyes, Yeshi still had the idea that this thing is really suitable for collection. So he extinguished the cluster of Suzaku's bright flames that began to spread, and after looking at it for a while, he let the white tiger continue to run in the direction he specified. Behu didn't dare to breathe, and when he was running so fast that he was about to spit out white foam, he also arrived at the designated position of Yeshi, which was just the place where he could see the main body of the angel. How is it? The appearance of the Anil angel did not disappoint you, did it? Yeshi looked at the camera that had been taken back and said so. Anil angel, child, I am an angel, don't be afraid. The sense of holiness is too strong. I am about to become a believer. This is probably to scare all the blocked galaxy life to death, right? You can charge, it's my style. People can't at least, forget it, turn left and go to the mental hospital to take a look. Yang Xuanhuan, I feel an indescribable beauty. It is indeed the crystallization of a civilization, but it has an incomparable beauty even as a weapon. The aesthetics in it have reached the extreme. Exploring the world, starting from the discovery of the white bone dragon pond. Author, Wo Yi Pian Hai. Chapter 258. Yes, this civilization's persistent pursuit of virtue can be fully reflected in weapons. Whether it's Yeshu or Angel of Peace, they are all handicrafts full of artistic sense. Yeshi sighed, then looked at the camera and said, "It's really suitable as a collectible. If interstellar trade is opened in the future, the aesthetics of this kind of designed weapon will be enough to allow Roland's civilization to develop again. They belong to the category where they can earn a lot of resources just by selling these jade trees and Anil angel handicrafts. Crafts. We were thinking about how this weapon works, but Brother Ye is different. He thinks this thing is a decoration, yin and yang weird. I never thought that someone would want to bring a nuclear bomb back to their home because it looks good and is an excellent craft. Aaleguo, in terms of the manufacturing procedures and steps, this is correct, but it's a bit too much. Ahem. Yeshi was quite happy to see the hunting. He caught a glimpse of the barrages in the live broadcast room and explained. Of course, both Anil Angel and Yeshu are extremely powerful weapons. Basically, they can be invincible in an area similar to the Milky Way. They are indeed one of the most cutting-edge weapons. But this Roland civilization is very obvious and cannot be compared with the civilization that created the planet of beasts. If the civilizations in the universe are divided into 9 levels, then the Roland civilization should be the 3rd level, a true galaxy civilization, and the Behemoth civilization should have reached the 5th level civilization. Yeshi paused when he said this. However, this is the classification of technological civilizations. If you are on the mystical side or cultivating immortals, the probability of uncertainty is too high. It is very likely that there will be monsters on one planet that can solve the problems of 5th and 6th level civilizations. When he said this, the live broadcast room suddenly became very lively, especially the comments, all of which were, "I would venture to ask if the monster you are talking about is yourself. I know it's rude to ask, right, Brother Ye can only solve the 5th and 6th level civilizations, you are looking down upon it." Yang Xuanhuan, This kind of civilization is only a third-level civilization. Do third-level civilizations dare to explore deep into the abyss? This is too courageous. Hey, I've said it all, Blue Star knows a lot of things, but 99% of them haven't been announced yet. Now everyone believes me. Yeah, she looked at the angel of peace that enveloped the entire behemoth system, and reached out to take it off. In the eyes of everyone, it was as if they saw a visual dislocation. Yeah, she was far away in the galaxy, an unknown number of light years away, but when he raised his hand, he vaguely encountered the angel of peace who was in the giant beast system. Then he actually took it off. I really took it back as a souvenir this time. What a scary man. Even if I worry about the mean-mouthed and inhumane doorframe brother, I don't want to waste my energy worrying about this man in front of me. Kick the doorframe. You can choose to worry about his enemies. Call. Yeah, she took the angel of peace over and was holding it in his hand. He wiped away the non-existent sweat, and then carefully examined the galaxy weapon. What an exquisite design. And it lasted too long. On a normal planet, such a long time would be enough to kill all life. Yashi's eyes were a little strange, and then he touched the eyeball on it, making the eyeball move up and down like he was playing with the beads on an abacus. Obviously, this angel of peace is a terrifying and extreme weapon that makes people tremble with fear. Its appearance was designed to fall into Yeshi's eyes, but when it fell into Yeshi's hands, it really looked like a large toy or handicraft. It's jaw-dropping. What do you call a Blue Star person, leaning back? Blue Star people don't take the blame. Hold the angel of peace in your hands and play with it from time to time. Yeshi rode the white tiger and returned to the giant beast system. The giant beasts that were fighting didn't know why, but the battlefield where they were fighting was getting farther and farther away from Yeshi's route back. Yeshi took a detour, and they also took a detour. Their cooperation was called a tacit understanding. Seeing these titans reminds me of my time exploring the ocean floor. You weren't so perverted at that time, right? At that time, I had just started live broadcasting. Not to mention the universe, even the Blue Star was full of boundless mysteries to me. I didn't expect that not long after that, I would arrive at the behemoth system, which is countless light years away from the solar system. It's really disappointing. What are you sad about? Are you sad that as a college student who is studying, you ended up going to open the ancient road in the starry sky and conduct interstellar travel, exploration? Yeshi glanced at the barrage, as if he was reminded of something. Yes, you reminded me, my studies have been wasted. Yeshen, don't like what I said, hold it in, I have to give my approval. 1,000 miles never leave 1,000 miles, you are right. From the five-color altar at the bottom of the Blue Star to the ancient road in the starry sky in the universe. And the sun star and lunar star we saw on the ancient starry sky road. To the planet of giant beasts that is being reborn. This journey has been really fruitful, and people like me who live broadcast every day can't help but admire the creativity of life. Honestly, when I was chatting with Little Titan, I thought we would see a world similar to Blue Star's dinosaur age. However, I never expected it. Yeshi looked at the Titan group in the distance, as well as those strange-looking giant beasts, and the Suzaku that was torturing the alien stewed eggs, and said, I never expected that this world of giant beasts is a civilized arsenal. However, this time the expedition to the behemoth planet has come to a successful conclusion. Yeshi snapped his fingers. Then he asked the white tiger to get close to the resurrecting source of the beast planet, looked at the small piece of earth core that was slowly growing out, and said, although the beast planet was blown up this time, which can be regarded as increasing our knowledge of each other, the human planet is repairing itself and starting to grow slowly. Look here, this place is a singularity-like source created by the civilization of the planet of behemoths using original body ore, force ore, and biological composite ore. As a long time passes, the beast planet will grow back to its original shape sooner or later. Now, within such a short period of time after the explosion, a small piece of the Earth's core has grown, which already illustrates this point. Perhaps when you break out of the solar system and come here again, you can see the appearance of the beast planet in my live broadcast room at the beginning. Yes, she said a lot, especially the last words, which aroused the expectations and excitement of many people. Tomcat was still holding a high-tech mobile phone projector over there, cursing politely in Yeshi's live broadcast room. Yeshi got off Baihu's body and waved to him. Big white cat, I'm leaving. You are here waiting for your home planet to recover. You should know the specific time. The white tiger was startled, and its two ears that were originally a little straight stood up instantly. It grinned with a big mouth. Boss, what are you talking about? Of course I'll be where you are. Didn't I agree before that I am the big cat you are planning to raise? As for the mother planet, where is it? Why didn't I see it? I don't have a home planet, I only have one boss. The white tiger patted his chest, and his two tiger eyes were as wide as copper bells. Yeshi. What a picture of a loving mother and a filial son, it really moved the heavens and made the beast cry. Baihu, can you perform for us again, that one? Baihu, alien, don't you understand, my home planet can be resurrected, and I can be resurrected on my home star. Why should I follow you? It's quite beautiful to think about. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Exploring the world, starting from the discovery of the white bone dragon pond. Author, Wo Yi Pian Hai. Chapter 259. Yes, that's it. Baihu, can you perform another one for me? Don't you understand this? This is called a man who knows the current affairs and is a hero. Even if he is an alien, he is still like this. Look at others and look at you. A white tiger understands the truth better than you. Yeshi glanced at Baihu, who was changing the topic of conversation quickly. Okay, it just so happens that my family still lacks a little pet. When the time comes to start the Starry Sky Ancient Road, I will take you with me. But after you leave with me, there will be no chance of coming back. Are you sure you want to leave? The tiger is born everywhere, and there is no place where it does not call home. Wherever the boss is, the tiger is there, just like the green mountains in the world. You didn't have this attitude at the beginning. Tomcat, I have seen one that can lick, but I have never seen one that can lick like this. This is really the first time I have seen it today, and it opened my eyes. By Vuchain, what kind of live broadcast room is this? Brother Tom has only been here for a short time, and he has already assimilated into you. It is simply more terrifying than the pollution. Tomcat, who was eating a lollipop and surfing the internet, gave Baihu a thumbs up and continued to line up. When Yeshi heard this, his face looked strange, especially when he noticed the movements on the side. He couldn't help but shook his head, looked at the camera and said, "Sometimes I'm really confused. Why do I, an ordinary explorer like me, encounter such weird things? Maybe this is because I don't have enough experience. Let's go, where you are, I'll open the Starry Sky Ancient Road, and now I'm going back to Blue Star. As for the planet of beasts, when you go back, tell Little Titan that its home planet was blown up. This wave is the arrival of the good news bird. Little Titan, like us, has never seen such a considerate human being in this life. This exploration of the planet of behemoths really made me feel like I had opened up a new world. Are all of you blue stars like this? That's not true, it's most likely a human thing. Kick the doorframe. No way, you just watched 3 live broadcasts and you feel like you have opened up a new world. Your new world is too cheap to open. It is better to hope that Brother Ye will go to your planet. Then there is no need to open a new world. It is recommended to just drop your eyeballs. Yeshi had already arrived at the place where the Starry Sky Ancient Road was opened. At this moment, standing in the vast universe, he seemed to suddenly remember. I realized there was something serious I hadn't considered. This behemoth planet has been bombed, and the 5-color altar is gone. How to open the ancient starry sky road? I laughed so hard, how could such a dramatic thing happen? Bad news, brother, ya can't come back. Good news, Blue Star has one more colonial system. Yes, she looked at the giant beast's essence that was slowly growing out of the Earth's core over there, and fell into inexplicable contemplation. And when he looked up at the weird laughter in the live broadcast room and the barrages that asked him to colonize the Roland Empire in order to prevent chaos in the world, he was really speechless. However, Yeshi quickly looked at Tomcat, who was riding the tiger car beside him, and said, I remember you didn't come to open the starry sky ancient road. Tomcat, I came in a spaceship and used the curvature magic spacecraft, but now the spacecraft exploded. Yeshi. Oh, it's so difficult. He frowned and looked at the camera, obviously really trapped by the way back. It's broken. Isn't it true that you can't come back? As I said before, care more about yourself when you have time. You are young, alien. When the white tiger heard Yeshi's words, its heart beat a little violently. It was very worried that it would carry Yeshi back to his galaxy. This is not a problem, but why is that blue cat? So while Tom was surfing the internet, he felt his buttocks jump instantly as if being pricked by a needle, which made people watching the live broadcast quite puzzled. I actually want to see the sun star and lunar star on the starry sky ancient road again. I don't know where the two real stars are hung. And, there should be a sense of ritual when going on an adventure trip, otherwise it would be too boring to just open the door and go back. Yeshi opened a door in the void that could be seen by the naked eye. But outside the door, he saw turbulent waves, strong life breath and energy fluctuations. There was also a sun that seemed to be chirping in the sky, and beyond the sun, the illusory heavenly palace. Although there were thorns on the tiger bench, Tomcat could completely accept it and sat down again. However, after seeing the door opened by Yeshi, he immediately jumped 3,000 meters away. Ah, little Poseidon, a friend from Baidu just sent me his location and is inviting me to play in Baidu. I've been to many planets for trading and this is the first time I've seen such an interesting planet. In this case, I won't return to your planet for the time being. Goodbye. See you next time, little Poseidon. It seemed that there was some wild beast chasing it from behind. In just a burst of smoke, the cat disappeared quickly and ran away. Baihu was secretly proud of himself. He raised his head high, and then stared at the door in front of him. His head, which had been held high, slowly drooped. What should I do? It really wants to escape now. Yeshi was a little surprised when he saw Tomcat running away, and then he saw the white tiger whose ears were twitching and his eyes were looking back, hesitantly trying to turn. He reached out and grabbed the other's eager front legs, pulling the white tiger in. This scene looked very funny from the live broadcast room, just like a small ant dragging a huge mountain forward. But this huge mountain wanted to run, and its whole body was full of resistance. Its big eyes were wide open, and it wrote rejection. Its whole body was shaking, but it was just shaking all over, and it didn't dare to move at all. It's so funny, I can't take it anymore. I laughed so hard that the whole Baidu could hear my laughter. I proved that he didn't lie, I really heard it. Don't laugh anymore. I can't bear it anymore. I'm going to laugh until the day the earth explodes. Ha 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 ha. It looks like a beautiful scenery inside the door, and there is a big octopus welcoming you. Baihu, Baihu, what are you worried about? Yeshi stood behind the door, looking at the top of his head and muttering to himself. The door is a little small, I can't squeeze in. But it's not a big problem. Yeshi pulled Baihu in hard, and its whole body got stuck in the middle of the door, and it started to cry. Boss, how about I take you back to your planet? I feel that this method of crossing is not very safe. Tomcat, fortunately, I run fast. If I go in, I will be in trouble, and run into someone else's memory. Isn't that Yeshen's home, What the hell is memory? Woo 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 woo. Amid the white tiger's cries, Yashi pulled the white tiger, squeezed in the middle of the door with all his strength and finally pulled it in. Then, a voice came from far away inside the door. This live adventure ends here. Everyone can guess where we'll go next time. I'm going to end the broadcast now. Why are you so big? Boss, your son is staring at me, woo woo woo, why is there a talking vine, I want to get out. Tomcat, ha 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 ha. Exploring the world, starting from the discovery of the white bone dragon pond. Author, Wo Yu Yi Pian Hai. Chapter 260. Yashi looked at the trembling big white cat that had entered his own world. It was not as majestic as before and was soaked all over. He rubbed his brows. Is it necessary to be afraid? Baihu nodded wildly. Then continue to be afraid. Baihu. It wants to say, boss, you were not like this before. Yashi casually took a few photos of the wet big white cat lying on the water, and then posted them on his platform. By the way, he asked the system to build a brand new platform for him to facilitate communication between people from different worlds. This brand new 10-nation platform has inherited the bad taste of the previous internet platform as always. It's just that now it's not different regions or countries quarreling with each other, but different planets, which can be regarded as a unique scenery. After Yashi finished taking the pictures, he posted a few pictures and added text. I picked up a new big cat. This big cat likes to take a bath and is having cordial and friendly exchanges with the little octopus. As a result, all the photos showed the white tiger with a frightened look on his face, and the figure pulling at the wall of the world and looking somewhere. The comments under the picture are the most likable. Redefining likes. Yashi's world can be said to be a planet, which has grown a lot. Strictly speaking, this is not a ball, but the kind of world where the sky is round and the earth is mentioned in ancient books. The sun sets in Guisu, where there are also the Kunlun sacred tree and the golden crow. Every time Yashi returns home, he feels like he is creating his own myth. And this time it's the same. But, golden crow was conceived so quickly. Yashi raised his head, looked at the sun that had taken shape and had a life of its own, and murmured to himself. Ding, your world connects too many different dimensions. The Kunlun sacred tree has attracted a lot of high-latitude energy. Therefore, everything in your world is superimposed to an incredible degree. If the world didn't live in your memory, someone would have come to your door long ago. Yashi was not surprised when he heard this. Of course he knows this, and even if he dies, he can be revived from his memory, and his world can be reached by no one except him, because although the world exists, it only exists in his memory. To be honest, Yashi didn't understand much about this concept. He probably inherited the authority of the snake god and then increased it to 100 million points. The white tiger was still trembling there, while Yashi began to add more world attractions. If the system he was bound to was of the type of farming infrastructure, the ding 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 sound would be like asking for money, constantly reminding him of what wonders he had built. And the system at this time. Host, if you really want this function, it's not impossible. Your direction is my motivation, ding, start unlocking infrastructure icons, 1%, 2%. Yashi. Stop, no need to unlock it. Yashi took the Angel of Peace in his hand, then restored it to its original weapon shape and threw it directly outside the world. And what is outside Yashi's world? It is actually an existence similar to outer space. Yashi lacks imagination, so he built a world based on the original universe. At this time, a giant blood-colored eyeball with wings was looking out at Yashi's world. Although he was shrouded by the Angel of Peace, there was still peace in his world. A bronze vine even grew curiously and long, reaching the sky. Then it looked at the winged eyes and then slipped back. The surface. The sun golden crow glanced at the Angel of Peace, and then continued to lie in the fireball, constantly seduce energy from the Kunlun sacred tree. In addition to placing the complete and brand new Angel of Peace, Yeshi also conveniently placed the Angel of Peace that had been burned by fire in his room, really intending to use it as a handicraft. As for Dingliu Shenhuo, Yeshi built a mountain of flames in the newly grown clearing and threw the flames into it. It would be convenient if he wanted to make elixirs in the future. As for the ore with the most rewards, it was placed in the storage room together with Yeshi's other collections. There was also a room full of divine crystals that could blind people's eyes, as well as rarer spices, nutrient solutions, energy solutions, even emperor fluids, various gemstones, and beads. But what Yeshi harvested was still a bit too rare compared to the world, especially every time he came back from the live broadcast, he would find that the whole world had expanded a lot. He walked out of his house and looked at the robot that was working hard to organize the world for him. He could feel that the robot's runner was about to catch fire, so he reinforced it casually. Then he walked under the Kunlun sacred tree not far away. Looking at the sacred tree that was growing more and more boundless, he sighed heavily. Who is cheating? How come I haven't grown up as fast as you even though I'm cheating? Ding, because the Kunlun sacred tree is hosting you. Yeshi complained about the Kunlun sacred tree, but heard the leaves rustling, and then the system's voice rang. And this explanation is surprisingly okay. Indeed, I, Yeshi, can grow up to this day all because of my own efforts, and the Kunlun sacred tree can grow up to today all because of my help. System, help me see how Baidu is. I want to go and see Baidu next time. Although Yeshi was able to enter his own world, it did not mean that he could return to Blue Star. He was able to return to his home because the world has always been with him. However, Blue Star is so far away from the behemoth system that I don't know how many light years have passed. Therefore, Yeshi could only make a compromise and pass the coordinates of the prison in the Sun Star, and then return to the solar system. Of course, he took the time to look at Yaozu, which made him shed tears. Of course, he still didn't tell her to take him away. Back to Blue Star again. Yeshi didn't want to do anything else. He just gave the bottle of giant beast genetic fluid he got to the officials of the Dragon Kingdom. As for the manufacturing diagram of the giant beast, Yeshi had no plans to send it directly for the time being. Otherwise I am afraid of causing any bad effects. And once again walking on the land of Blue Star, Yeshi discovered that Blue Star's civilization was becoming more and more like an interstellar civilization. And this time, it was also to go back to my own school. After all, I've been absent from class for so long.